Hey guys, how's it going? It's Target here. Welcome back to another episode of the Edmonton Oilers Be a GM. Now, I believe we needed to do an in-depth review of our players. I believe we're at that point, are we not? Yeah, I believe we are. So let's go to Stats Central. And we'll do a team stats comparison. Remember how low we were with our power play? So we're 24th in the league right now, but we're actually competitive for a playoff spot. 20th for our goals for, so it's coming up. Our goals against, we're 24th. Our power play is at, there you go, 15th now. That's quite the increase. And our penalty kill at 14th. So our special teams are doing really well now. Our power play was just shite before because I set it up in the umbrella. And we were just not doing well. Now, points. Taylor Hall, 56 points in 50 games. Nugent Hopkins has 43 points in 50 games. Perron at 41. Eberle at 40. Those are not bad numbers. Yakupov, only 34 points. He's a right-wing sniper. He's got pretty good shooting categories. That 4.5 red stars, man, that's going to kill him, I think, in the long run. It's just not good enough. Not good enough at all. And Darren Helm, he's got 31 points. So the second line's doing not bad. David Perron's the gem there, 41 points. He is doing so well. He's 4 yellow stars, and he's going to keep going, keep progressing, and he's going to have an even better year this year than he did last year. I mean, look at that. That's nuts. What a prospect David Perron has been for the Edmonton Oilers. Not a doubt in my mind. Okay, that's about as far as I think I need to go. Let's do another month here. I'm excited to get through to the trade deadline, which happens right after the first. So this is our last month. We need to see how well we're going to do. Scout assignment. In order to decide if we're going to be buyers or we're going to be sellers, all right? If we're buyers, we are going after a defenseman. There's no doubt in my mind that that's the one thing we do need. Barzal, let's scout here for a month. All right, it seems like the OHL and the WHL are the only two worthwhile places. All right, and I'll give up a future first in case our, wow, there you go. In case our year falls through. In case our year falls through, we will give up a future first as opposed to a present first. So that's the plan anyway. A really distant future first because there's lots of value there because our team sucks so much. Sucks a ton of donkey dick. Jim sucks donkey dick. Jim sucks donkey dick. All right. Look at Hall, though. 32 goals, man. I really do. I think the sim is much more accurate. You know, you're having guys scoring big games, big goals. Decline that. We're not looking to get rid of Justin Schultz. I do not understand why. I guess it's because I've got him as a top 4. But because him and Jeff Petrie, I guess I'd have to list something in there that Jeff Petrie is, that Justin Schultz is not. You know what I mean? Maybe defensively. I'm not sure exactly what the... Wow, Justin Schultz is at 32 assists this year. 32 assists for a defenseman. That's one off of Erik Karlsson. Good for him. He's producing really well then. I didn't even see him on the list. He must not have many goals. He must have like 6 goals or something like that. Future first and a second for Jeff Petrie. No, that's okay. I mean, I would probably do that for if we could get a top defenseman. If we can get a top defenseman, I will make that trade. There's so many good options for us because we do have Fost, and we do have other defensemen that would be really, you know, redundant in certain circumstances. So that'll be nice when we do get to the trade deadline to have that option. Jeff Schultz, minor top 2. No. Don't need him at all. Look at Koivu, 47 assists for him. Wow, we keep losing here. Decline. Come on, it's 3 losses in a row, guys. Shape up. You're above 500 quite a few games now. And now you're at 500 again. Come on, shape it up. Get in there. Score some goals. There you go. There's a ton of goals in that one. 6-1 the final. Wow, still more firsts. We're going to come back to San Jose, though. I feel like that's going to be our big move. We'll be with San Jose. First and a third for a Petrie, Nikitin, and a second. No, that's okay there. We're 1 game above 500. I bet you we're still in the playoff hunt because the divisions are so shitty. Our division is just shite. Just shite. And Hall, come on, buddy. You can get to 50 goals. Maybe. You can get to 40 goals. Definitely 40. Decline. Come on. Nugent Hopkins, 36 assists. It's an interesting here. Next year will be better. I find that the second year is always the easiest because you can actually clear out some of the garbage and be competitive. Paul Stastny, there's $7 million at work there with 21 points. And another loss. Oh, my God. And we're below 500 again. So where does that put us? First off, Hall's in points and 68 points. We aren't up there for save percentage or goals against. Wins, we aren't up there. Ben Scrivens has all our wins. Hall's got 36 goals. He's 2 off of the lead, which is Parise. Us, where do we sit? 62 points. We are still, we're about 4 points out of the playoff picture right now. Okay, 4 points. We need to catch Anaheim. Because as you can see, the other division's really good. So Arizona would be out. And Nashville would be, no, Arizona would still be in because St. Louis isn't quite there. So we're not far off, okay? We're only a couple points. So we are at the trade deadline. Now here's where we need to make our decision. Do we go for Victor Hedman? Is that something that we should do? I think that we probably should. I think that that is probably in our best interest to do that. So let's go to GM options. Let's go to trade negotiation. Now remember, we can't make trades for players that we want, like, really bad. We can't make those trades right now. All right? So, if we go to Tampa, we really need to assess this, okay? We go to Tampa Bay, and we want Victor Hedman out of them, all right? Oh, Jonathan Drew, an 80 overall. 4.5 green stars. Look at this shot. Jesus Christ, he's so good. We take Victor Hedman. All right? I think that's the best bet for us. Valtteri Filippo, they got him as 87 overall. My goodness. All right, so Victor Hedman, he would be our few. How many years does he have left of that contract? Probably not many. 2 years? No, hold on. I missed it. 2 years. 2 years left of that, and then he'll need to be renegotiated. So Victor Hedman, this will give us some awesome defensive categories. And in exchange, oh, look, Draisaitl went up to a 73. Wasn't he a 72? So he went up 1 overall. Good job, Draisaitl. Good job, buddy. Okay, so Victor Hedman. Now, sending back their way would be Jeff Petrie. Okay. Jeff Petrie. Obviously well off. Victor Fost. Okay. Now, where are we here? We're quite a bit off. And it'd have to be a couple first-round picks. Now, they don't want to get rid of them, right? They don't want these picks. That's one of the stipulations of my rules, is that they have to want them. All right? In regular games. So if they wanted to get rid of Hedman, and they wanted Petrie Fost in a first, that trade I'd make that trade go through. Now, in terms of value, it's so hard to judge in this one how close you are. I think we're still a bit off. If order to get this to go through, I'd have to look at skaters matching their block. And I'd have to send somebody their way that they actually want. Maybe Nikita Nikitin. Yeah, I would send that. That's probably the package I'd send to them. Cap space, $7 million for Victor Hedman. That would give them a ton of prospects going forward. And that would give us a big top D. And then we call Richard Bachman up to back up Ben Scrivens. I think that's the move to make here, guys. I think a lot of you like that idea of Victor Hedman. Some people said PK Subban, and I know they've been pushing really strongly for him. But PK Subban's got even more trade value than Victor Hedman, so it's even harder to get a hold of a player like that. So, we'll see if we can get Victor Hedman. If we can't get Hedman, actually, you know what? Right now, we're going to see if we can make some trades with them. Remember, I said we can make trades that they actually want. All right? That's the deal. I can make trades with players that they actually want. So, skaters. So, if we ask for Darcy and skaters that they want back, there's not much. Yeah, no. It has to be somebody going back the other way that they want. Draft picks, they don't want any draft picks from us, so we can't even increase our relationship. But we have a neutral one, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so trade deadline time. That's the deal we're going to try and make for Victor Hedman. I think that'll improve us much more, and we'll actually be able to be competitive this year. So let's go up to the trade deadline. It'll be competitive for the playoffs. Whether we'll go far, I don't know. Continue. I like what my trading block is at right now. Okay, perfect timing. We'll do the scout assignment. Let's do defenseman. Oh, there's a top 10 there. And any defense in the OHL? Couple. And the W? Couple, not much. How about the United States? Goalies anywhere? Not many, eh? Not many prospects. Just gonna zip through here and see if we can find anybody that's top. A couple top 10. Oh, tons of top 10 in the OHL. So let's scout that for a month. Find out more about them. Okay. Here we go. Here's the trade deadline. Big trades. We're probably going to have a lot of offers. All right, here's the San Jose Sharks. They want to trade Victor Fost for a second and a third. No, that's okay. Okay, so let's try first. Let's try and go to Tampa Bay. All right, we are going to ask for Victor Hedman. Well, they don't have much cap space, hey? That could be a problem for us. Victor Hedman, and we're going to send back their way Jeff Petrie. And we are going to send back... Actually, it's not that bad. Jeff Petrie. Nikita Nikitin. I don't know why that won't go through. All of a sudden. Did they make a trade of some kind? Okay, let's go to their Fost. Okay, that will go through. So, and we need that future first. Okay? Actually, we may have to throw the first and the second in from 2020 to make it go through. Alright, there it is. First from 2020. And I don't know if I can give them Nikita Nikitin. I don't know if it'll let me. Because it said no. It was saying no. Nikita Nikitin. Why is that not going through? I don't understand. Is it the cap hit? Probably the cap hit. So let's take Nikitin off, and I'm going to throw on that second from 2020. And we'll see if this goes through. That way, the short term, we're not really affected. Long term, yeah, maybe we can get those back. So that's the deal, guys. This is what we're going to try and offer them. Petrie, Fost, and 2020 first and second. Remember, this is the only time where I can actually make trades for players that they don't want to get rid of and give up players that they don't want. Now, they do want Petrie and Fost, so that helps, but they don't necessarily want these depth picks. So it'll be interesting to see if this goes through. If it does, big things for our future, and then all we're missing is a top goaltender. So will it go through? And it won't. Oh, we think this proposal could work, but if we accept this deal, we would have to put Anton Strawman on waivers. Taking that into account, Tampa Bay Lightning have to say no to this deal. Okay, so the deal is there, but we need to ask for a player back, another player back in return, because they'd have too many roster players. So any roster player from them, and I don't think that affects our relationship with them either. Okay, so Hedman, and because Strawman, let's take a look at Strawman here. Where's Strawman? Okay, yeah, he's 82 overall, 28 years old, $4.2 million cap hit. All right, that's why they'd have to waive him. So if we look at overall, and I look at their lowest ranked overall player, all right, there's Brown here, okay? JT Brown. They've got him up in the roster. Now I don't know why they don't want to trade him, but okay. Or not trade him, but I don't know why they can't send him down. All right, now let's try it with him on there, and we'll send Petrie. We will send who else? Oh, Fost. Victor Fost. We will send over. We'll see what happens when we do this trade. All right, this should go through, I would think. And we'll send through that second as well. I do like that for NHL 15 for the next gen, is that you can flag more than one at a time, so you don't have to keep going back. All right, so that this way now they don't actually need to send a guy down. However, Brown, is there anybody else with lower trade value that's on the roster? Doesn't look like it. He looks like their lowest trade valued player. Oh, there's also Sammy Salo. We could ask for Salo back, but they're almost identical. Well, you know what? Let's ask for Salo back instead, because he is considered top 6 talent. He's 40 years old. He'll probably never play a game with us, but you know what? He's an option nonetheless. All right, so Petrie, Fost, a first and a second from 2020, and then for Hedman and Salo. Will that go through? No. Now that we are looking to fill isn't dire enough that we'd be willing to absorb the contract of Victor Fost. Okay. Would be inclined to agree is a fair market value deal. So they don't want Fost. So if I retain some salary, we'll be good to go. We'll be good to go. And again, it's not something that it's going to affect the value. Oh, we got a call from Arizona. Justin Schultz. No, that's okay. Proposed trade. All right, Tampa, we're coming for you, buddy. It's considered poor relationship. I don't know why. Okay. Let's go and do Petrie. We will do Fost. We will do the first from 2020. And the second from 2020. It's so far away, no one's ever going to notice. Where are we here? There you go. And we will retain some salary. I will retain... How many years does Fost have? I wish it would tell you. God damn it. You always got to go into these things. Fost has 1 year left. He has 1 year, so I'll retain $1 million. Oh, I went the wrong way. I will retain $1 million of Fost salary, because it's only 1 year. I don't really have to worry about it that much. And your guys are going to give me... You guys are going to give me that guy. What's his name? Trade value-wise. We'll just go down to him. Salo. All right. There you go. So that guy, that puts you above the cap hit, the salary cap. And that also puts... You get Fost, Petrie, and 2 first. And I'm a first and a second. And I'm holding on to Victor Fost. $1 million of Victor Fost's salary. This is going through. I can almost guarantee it. Here we go. There you go. There's not much to deliberate about on this deal. I think the Tampa Bay fans will think we came out ahead here. Good, because I think our fans will think we came out ahead here. Edmonton acquired Victor Hedman and Sammy Salo from Tampa Bay. They'll acquire Jeff Petrie, Victor Fost, and 2 others from Edmonton. Those are picks. We won't have to worry about them. Shut these phones down, guys. I think we're ready to go. I think we're ready to be an NHL team at this point. Or a playoff team, I should say, at this point. Now with these players that we have in the fold. Oh, Arizona's got a prospect. Justin Schultz for 2 seconds. No, I don't need to pick up 2 seconds. We've given up basically everything that we need. So, I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay, some players are going to be waived here. Blair Jones. No, that's the only one. Okay, so let's go to coaching options. Edit lines. All right, so everything should be pretty much good to go on here. Victor Hedman and Justin Schultz, much better. Nikita Keaton, Fane. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Do I want Sammy Salo in here, or do I want to scratch him and put in Marincin? Because Marincin's scratched right now. Let me do best lines. Let's do best lines. And let's see what happens. Defense, they've got Sammy Salo in there. I don't want to stunt Marincin's growth. I don't want to stunt Marincin's growth. But Sammy Salo is an 81 overall two-way defenseman. You know what? Let's put him in there. Let's let Marincin sit. Maybe I can actually waive him. I might actually be able to waive Marincin down to the minors. Because is he considered a top 6? Alright, Marincin. He is considered a top 6. If I waive him, there, he can go down to the minors and play. That's fine with me. He's 80 overall, though. He did go up. So he is getting experience. You know what? Call him up. Let's send down Sammy Salo. No, I don't want to wait. I don't want to go through waivers then. I'll just do it manually. Okay. Best lines. Defense. We are going to scratch Salo and we're going to put in Marincin. And scratch Salo. Okay. Oh, I forgot to fill Marincin in there. There you go. Okay, perfect. 80 overall two-way defenseman. We're going to switch Fane. Oh. Marincin and Fane are going to switch so that Nikita Keaton and Marincin are together. Justin Schultz and Victor Hedman. Power play. We'll put on Marincin, I suppose. Halsey and Ebbs are going to switch. Marincin. Where are you, Marincin? There we go. Penalty kill. Fine. They're on in there anyway. 4-on-4. Marincin. This should be the last one that you have to worry about. Hall and Hedman. No, I want Hall and Perron right now. The way he's been playing, he deserves it. And then Scrivens and Bachman. So they did call up Bachman for us. Perfect. Oh, and I need to edit the lines for our minor league system here. Best lines. There we go. Make sure our defense is right. Clefbaum, Grabeshkov, Ollie, Hunt. Okay, good. Good to go, guys. So, when we come back, we're going to get the rest of the season going, or the rest of the year going. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 games remaining on the schedule. Lots of points to be had, okay? Lots of points to be had. I say we win 10 to 12 of those games, and we will be in the playoffs for sure. Considering we're only a few points out, I think it's a pretty good guess, or a pretty good chance. All right, so leave it there. Until next time, I'm Target Audience, and I'll catch you guys out on the ice.